Welcome to Room 9, the region's largest classroom. I am Mrs. Wright and I teach at Monroe Elementary in St. Charles. Today I will be teaching a reading lesson meant for second graders, but as always, everyone of all ages is welcome to learn with us. I am excited to be here. You're probably wondering, if you didn't catch the episode before this, you're probably wondering why I'm dressed in a costume. And that is because this week we are learning all about the elements of drama, okay? So I will be able to identify the elements of drama, and I will be able to add elements of drama to a picture book to make it similar to a play. And we've kind of discovered, when we were reading Martina the Beautiful Cockroach yesterday, that there are elements of drama that are very similar to a picture book. So we are going to finish reading Martina and the Beautiful Cockroach. Kind of left you on a little cliffhanger there, didn't I? And then we are going to continue to talk about the elements of drama that are already in books, and then maybe we'll add in some like things that the narrator would say, or we'll add in like if an act or a scene changed, different things that we know are the elements of drama into the picture book. Okay, so I hope you are ready to learn. I am excited to be here. I am very warm in this cow costume, but that's okay. Here we are. So let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to learn. So get yourself into the green zone. If you're in red or blue or yellow, maybe you can do some stretches with me. My back is really tight. Stretch it out. Oh, man. Oh, it just made me yawn. Whew. Maybe if you have some water, grab some water, okay? And then, as always, try and grab something to write on and something to write with. I just have Post-its today. I have no idea where my little notebook went, but that's okay. So, like I said, we started Martina the Beautiful Cockroach yesterday, and she is a cockroach who is ready to find a husband. And her grandmother gave her advice to do the coffee test, which is to spill coffee on her suitors, the people who are coming to ask her to marry them, and to see how they react. And if their reaction should tell you if they would be someone who is a good person to marry. So she has, let's see. You can watch the video before this if you want. It's drama part 1. She has spilled coffee on a rooster, a pig, and then she was just spilling it on a lizard when we had to stop. And it's getting pretty funny. So we're gonna reread the page from yesterday and then keep going to see what happens, okay? Just a reminder, there are a lot of Spanish words in this book, and I'm doing my very best. I have my Google Translate pulled up in case I feel like I really can't do it, and then it will pronounce it for me so I can pronounce it correctly. So I really think it's important to read books that maybe are out of your comfort zone. This is a little out of my comfort zone because I don't know all of the Spanish words. But I'm learning them as I go, and that is why the internet or dictionaries are a beautiful thing, because it can help you. So just bear with me if the words that I say in Spanish aren't exactly perfect. I'm trying my best. And let's be real anyways, I don't even pronounce all the English words perfectly all the time, right? Trying my best. Okay, so we'll reread this page. She says, this time she wasn't taking any chances. Martina returned with 2 cups for the lizard. Psst, he spat. Don Largo was livid. He changed colors 3 times before he finally found his true one. And to think, he hissed, I was going to eat or marry you. Martina stared at the lizard. You could have heard a breadcrumb drop. Food for thought, senor, Martina said icily. But I must refuse. You are much too cold-blooded for me. When her grandmother returned to collect the day's coffee cups, Martina was still fuming. I'm going inside, Abuela. So soon? See, I'm afraid of whom I might meet next. Abuela drew Martina to the railing and pointed to the garden below. What about him? Martina looked down at the tiny brown mouse and her cockroach heart began to beat faster. Tin, tin. Oh, Abuela, he's adorable. Where has he been? Right here all along. What do I do? Go talk to him and be yourself. So this is an element right here of drama that this picture book has in common. It's dialogue, and this story right here isn't telling us exactly who's talking when, but you can tell who's talking from reading the previous parts of the page. That's how books do it. If this were a play, the dialogue, it would say like, Martina, oh, Abuela, he's adorable. Where has he been? And then it would say, Abuela says back right here all along. Martina, what do I do? Abuela, go talk to him and just be yourself. So picture books and plays do have things in common. Okay. Martina handed Abuela her pinata and mantilla, then scurried down to the garden. The mouse was waiting. Okay, I don't remember what those are, and we just said them, so let me double check. Oh, no. Might help to type things in correctly.
Pinata.
Okay. And then, oopsies. A comb, okay. Thought that's what the mantilla was. Let's see. Mantilla. Let's see.
Mantilla.
Oh, that's hard.
Mantilla. Mantilla.
Mantilla. What is it though? That's what I want to know. What is it? Okay, hold on. Oh, that's right. It's a scarf. That's right. Okay. So she gave her comb and her scarf. Oh, so the narrator could say something like, her grandmother handed her a comb and a scarf, and then she went down to the garden. So the narrator would tell you what was about to happen. The mouse was waiting. Tick-tin, tick-tin. Hola, hello. His voice was warm like honey. My name is Perez. Hola, she whispered shyly. I'm Martina, the beautiful cockroach, he finished for her. You think I'm beautiful? The little mouse turned pink under his fur. Well, my eyes are rather weak, but I have excellent ears. I know you are strong and good, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. Then he squinted sweetly. Who cares if you are beautiful? Her heart was beating fast. So if this part was the narrator, it would just say, the narrator would say something like, her heart was beating fast, right? And you could, and then the actress, which would be the Martina, you would be able to see that she was feeling happy or excited. Martina, don't forget the coffee. It was Abuela. No, thought Martina, no coffee for Perez. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. See, Abuela, Martina knew better than to argue with her Cuban grandmother. With a heavy heart, she reached for the cup. Again, that's what the narrator would say. But Perez got there first. Quick as a mouse, he splashed Cafe Cubano on Martina's shoes. Now the coffee was on the other foot. Martina was too delighted to be angry. At last, she found her perfect match. But she had to ask, "How did you know the coffee test?" Perez grinned. "Well, mi amor. Well, my love. I, too, have a Cuban grandmother." So they were perfect for each other, right? This book would be tons and tons and tons and tons of fun to act out. So now we are going to go through it a little more thoroughly, and we are going to look for the elements of a play that we have learned. So we've talked about the characters. Remember, the characters, like a picture book, are the main people that it's about. Then there are acts. The acts are what the play is split up into. So within the acts, there might be multiple scenes. So an act is like a section, right? Okay. Then there is, Molly, do you want to say hi? Molly, come here. Come say hi. She's just staring at me again. Then there's the setting that tells you what's happening, when it's happening, time of day, all those good things. So you pretty much can picture it exactly in your mind. A good setting you should be able to picture without seeing it. Costume, kind of like what I have on, a costume. This is not my normal everyday attire, a cow outfit, but you know, it's okay. I think I look great in it, right? A costume. Costumes make it fun and exciting. Props. Props are the items that you use to help tell the story a little bit more like a show or a movie. So if someone said, "Oh, she got her water and walked away," I would pick up my water and walk away, okay? So props help make things a little more real. This is shaking, so let me try and fix this real quick. There we go, okay. And then the narrator. Now these are the two we're probably gonna focus on the most as we start to look through these books and find ways that we could maybe write these or add things to these books or rewrite them a little bit to make them similar to a play. So a narrator is someone who is telling the story. They're explaining what the characters are doing, why the characters are doing those things, okay? And then dialogue is when the characters are speaking back and forth to each other. Very rarely do the characters speak to the narrator. When plays are a little bit silly sometimes or funny, they might speak to the narrator, but most often the characters are just speaking to each other through the dialogue. Okay, so we are using this book, Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, with permission from Peachtree Publishing Company. So let's kind of start to look through the book, and we are going to find parts that we think could be said by the narrator, what props we could use, what we think the setting might be, the acts, the costumes. So we're just gonna go through it and try and explore the elements of a play that are within the book, and then what we could bring or add to it to make it more like a play, okay? So I'm gonna show you the page. Go ahead and study that picture. Look for the types of things that someone might use as a prop. Maybe you'll notice them on the page. The costumes that could be worn for this if we turned it into a play. What the setting might be. Okay? Okay, so if we were to turn this into a play, I think we would probably need someone dressed in all green. We would definitely need a abuela, a grandmother. We would need a Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, right? And we would probably need these props: a seashell comb and a lace shawl, because it talks about those and it shows them in the picture. And we also, let's keep going, looking for props. We need the coffee, right? Because the grandmother talks about the coffee test. So we would need like coffee in a coffee cup. Okay. What other kind of prop? Oh, here's another character. So our characters so far were Martina, Abuela, and now we have the parrot, El Percio, I hope. The parrot. So a character would be the parrot. Okay. Looks like the scene might mostly be from a balcony. It says, as custom, Martina would greet her suitors from the balcony, underneath her family's many watchful eyes. So the scene might be in the evening, if you study the pictures. In the evening, from a balcony. That would be when she was meeting the suitors that would be happening. The setting before that would also be in the evening, but like in her home, getting ready. Kind of fun to look at the book as a play. I've never really done that before. Okay. All right, so we're back on the balcony, and here is another character, a rooster. So far we have Abuela, Martina, how did I already forget? The rooster's the new one, but who was the one before? Oh, that's right, the parrot. Oh, but friends, the parrot wasn't a suitor. He was told to go spread the word about Martina looking for a husband. All right, so here's the rooster. So we would need a really, really, really big rooster. Again, we still need the coffee. She's on the balcony. Okay. Abuela brings her the coffee. She spills it. He yells. Okay. Ooh, here's another character. We have the pig, okay? The pig. Again, same kind of scene. On the balcony of her home. And the pig is coming to greet her. So it's the same scene with maybe the characters coming in and out. And the same kind of thing happening. She spills the coffee on them. She doesn't like them because of their reaction. All of this taking place on the balcony. So the scenes aren't really changing. And I think this whole book would be like one act, because it all kind of happens at once, right? It's like a pattern. All right, the props. I don't really see any props for the new characters. The pig didn't work out. Then here comes the lizard. And he doesn't bring anything. But again, the prop she's going to need the coffee. She has to spill it on him. Then he gets really, 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 really mad, right? So, we'll need another cup because she did 2 cups for the lizard. And she looks angry, doesn't she? Yeah, super angry. Okay, then we have still the same kind of thing. Abuela is there. She's coming for the coffee. Then she points out the tiny brown mouse, and she's like, how long has he been there? Because she thinks he's cute or adorable, as she said. So now we have another character of the mouse, and the mouse is going to be a kind person. He's dressed nicely, it appears. But also he needs to bring his own coffee, right? Talks about how beautiful she is. She doesn't want to spill the coffee on him, but he spills it on her first, and she is surprised, and he said, "You're not the only one with a Cuban grandmother, right?" Okay, so we looked through this book using the lens of what costumes, what props, and the characters and the setting. So the setting pretty much stayed mostly the same. So it started with her in her room, and then all of it took place on the balcony. And the only time it really changed from the balcony was when she went down to the mouse. Here, okay? So, mostly the same scene, all the same act. The characters, most of them remain the same throughout it, and then one character continues coming in and out. So, at one time, there's probably only 3 characters in a scene, which is good to know for this book that we're looking through the lens of a play with, right? Okay, so that was really fun. I like it. We are going to now quickly look through it as a narrator and dialogue, which we already started doing. This is something the narrator would say right here. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha was a beautiful cockroach. She lived in a cozy street lamp in old Havana with her big, lovable family. Now that Martina was 21 days old, she was ready to give her leg in marriage. The Cucaracha household was crawling with excitement. Every señora in the family had something to offer. Tia Cucara gave her un pinata, a shell cone. That would be a prop, remember? Mama gave her una mantilla, a lace shawl, but abuela, her Cuban grandmother, gave her un consejo incredible, some shocking advice. You want me to do what? You are a beautiful cockroach. So if you look at the picture book, they're going back and forth, and it's saying Martina said, like, shocked. And then, but if we were just doing this like a play, it would be like, you want me to do what? You are a beautiful cockroach, said abuela. But how will spilling coffee on the suitor's shoes help me to find a good husband? It will make him angry. Then you'll know how he will speak to you when he loses his temper. Trust me, Martina, the coffee test never fails. And then the narrator would say, as Martina's showing it on her face, Martina wasn't so sure. Okay, we're gonna stop there for today. I know it was a little bit of a challenge to kind of look at the picture book through the lens of a play. It would be definitely easier if I had a play, but I thought that it could be really cool to see the similarities between drama and the books that we know and love. So we can understand drama and use drama and those same strategies for comprehending plays and drama, just like we do for the stories that we read, okay? All right, I hope you guys have the best day, and I will see you back here tomorrow for part 3 of our drama. Who knows what I'll be dressed up like? I don't know. Bye, guys.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.